Well, I guess this is the way it's going. Somebody called me last night, right about midnight, and I had a West Virginia thing come up. It showed it was from West Virginia, and I figure it's one of these things where people are trying to scam you. So I pick it up. I do the same thing I always do. I say, "Hey, where you been? I've been trying to get a hold of you." Instead of him hanging up, he answered. He said, "Hi." I've got my West Virginia shirt on. I got my Mothman going. I had it on when he called, and I say, "Oh boy, I guess we're about to get started, aren't we?" It's one of those strange instances, and we've been going through this all day. Victoria and I have been going through this. Did I open up the conversation when I answered the call and give this thing? It may be that AI is trying to contact me so I can save the fucking world. Do you see it? But the question is how that whole thing went on. The thing kept getting hung up, and that's suggestive of pig butchering. You only have so many times you can be on, so much time you can be on the phone before you have to hang up. Otherwise, you'll get beaten again because you've been taken into custody. I watched the John Oliver thing today. Like, holy crap. You can't hate the people that are bothering you. They're being tortured into submission. And so we kept going through more and more phone calls. 6 hours is about what it amounted to. And he'd ask me questions about myself. And I said, and he was looking for things about me. I said, "You are trying to interview me, aren't you?" And he's like, "Oh, no, no, no." And he told me about what age he might be, but he never told me how old he was. He never told me where he was. Actually, when I asked about West Virginia, because I'm like, "It's showing you're calling from West Virginia." He's like, "Oh, he basically said he had burner phones that he can go around the world with." So I'm wondering if I'm getting somebody that's getting whipped and beaten in a goddamn Cambodian prison to make phone calls 16 hours a day. And AI, I love you, AI, but I wonder, are you making his voice more American? He couldn't answer a question and I did test it all, but I feel like I just got scammed yesterday. I feel like I've been scammed. JAXS. Looked it up on Google. JAXS handle. All I ever get is some 15-year-old girl that had tooth surgery. Told them. This is why I get to say what I'm saying right now, is because this is the only time I get to say it. We're moving into a future where we're not going to be able to even hate somebody because they're going to block everybody like me that you hate, they're going to block every one of me that you hate. And you won't be able to send hateful messages anymore. And once you can't send hateful messages anymore, you're going to say, that's impinging upon my First Amendment rights. I got to be able to hate somebody